from having all your bones broken to your face being wrecked. These are the 10 most devastating wrecks in bull riding history. At number 10, Cody Johnson hung up on Big Money, very much in the hunt. There you go. Then Big Money did what bulls do, flipped him and slammed him down like he was nothing. It looked painful because it was. But if you think that was bad, Lonnie West at number 9 had it worse. He came into the 2018 PBR World Finals thinking he'd win the whole thing. Instead, Hostage gave him a lacerated liver. Oh, all that prep turns into some horrible. Yep, that was brutal. Now that we're talking about insides getting messed up, Douglas Duncan probably felt his spin around chicken fried in his stomach at number 8. He literally rotated 360 degrees while hanging up. Oh boy, no joke. It looked like he got fried. And while Duncan was spinning in circles, Ty Prescott at number 7 was catching a kick to the face. Shane Marks hung up. He jumped in to save a rider, but the bull didn't care. You gotta come riding. Okay, come on, let's do it. Come on. Shane Marks hung up in that bull rope. Ty Prescott, Brent Mana equipped. Ty got his reward, a hoof to the jaw. And I hope it was worth it. Although that wasn't the end of the pain parade. At number 6, Scott Schiffer had it rough in Nashville back in 2008 in the final round of the World Cup. He put together what was going to be a huge score. If he'd stayed with him another second, and he's got Gold Bell wine and he is out. He didn't even hit the bull, just the ground. But the impact knocked him out cold. These are always moments that are tense inside the arena. Open your mouth for me, Scott. Listening in with Dr. Candy Freeman in a street. There was definitely no getting up after that ride. While Schiffner's knockout was rough, McKinnon Wimberly's wreck felt downright cruel at number 5. When Wimberly climbed on Moby.com, the arena lit up. Everyone was behind him. It looked promising, but then it got ugly. First he hit heads with the bull, then another shot came. That second hit sealed it, and Wimberly was out cold. The medics didn't waste a second. They knew it was serious the moment he didn't move. But here's the diagnosis: a concussion and a broken jaw. He couldn't remember anything. Not the ride, not the fall, just nothing. Turns out his shoulder had already been bothering him before the wreck. So now that he's sidelined, he's planning to get that fixed too. McKinnon does plan to get surgery on his shoulder towards the end of the summer, to use his recovery time to take care of that as well. His sister shared, "Thanks to everyone for your concern, thoughts, and prayers." He's got a long recovery ahead, but considering what just happened, it could have been worse. At number 4, we go back to the 2018 PBR Global Cup, where Albero Alvarez had one of his worst nights. As soon as the gate opened, Take the Gamble bucked with full force. Alvarez didn't stand a chance. He collided right into the bull's horn. The sound of the hit was enough to shut the whole arena up.
There's the nod. Alvarez comes over the... Whoa, boy, he dropped fast, landed hard. No time to react or recover midair. Just like that, Alvarez was out cold on the dirt.
If he had managed to stay upright a little longer, maybe it wouldn't have ended like that. But this is bull riding. There's no room for maybe.
Alvarez comes over the...
Through a personal translator, Alvarez later said, "I'll be back soon. I just need to recover quickly, because there are many fans who are waiting for me. But right now, I need to put my health first. The comeback has to wait." You could tell he meant it. He wasn't happy about sitting out, but he wasn't going to be reckless either. Not with an injury like that. He'll be back, just not yet. Now, even though Alvaro Alvarez was already knocked out cold, things didn't get any easier for LJ Jenkins at number 3. Jenkins came in with confidence. He had just made it through 2 rounds and thought the third would be more of the same. But Fully Loaded didn't care about any of that. As soon as the gates opened, the bull came out. Wild. Jenkins tried to hold on, but the bull bucked hard and fast. He lost balance, and the worst part, his right hand didn't come free from the rope. That's when it turned into a wreck. That get-off was cringeworthy. Fully Loaded kept spinning. Jenkins was dragged and kicked while still tied in. A few of those kicks slammed into his stomach. One landed hard on his arm. It didn't take long to confirm his right arm was fractured. Jenkins didn't try to act like a hero. He kept it plain. I got unlucky with Fully Loaded. If only I did not hang up. I could have escaped that brutal wreck. But yeah, things happened. Literally, Hayes had drawn panda tracks, and that bull was no joke. Riders knew panda tracks had some of the highest verticals in the pen. Hayes looked focused, locked in, maybe even ready. But all of that went out the window once the chute opened.
He tried to recover mid-air, but it was too late. His body was already leaning the wrong way. By the next buck, Hayes was airborne, and then he was on the ground. A little on the meat side.
But Panda Tracks wasn't finished. The bull stomped him. A full-force hoof came crashing down on Hayes. The impact was sickening. The crack could be heard all the way to the back rows. Medics rushed in. Hayes later talked about how it all unfolded.
He said, "When my parents told me that while watching they heard my bones crack, I actually heard it too. It was very traumatic for me. The doctor said that I should rest for a bit before going back." Some folks say that's just bull riding. But for Hayes, this wasn't just another wreck. It was a wake-up call.
Now at number 1, Chase Outlaw lived up to his name, but he paid a heavy price for it.
On the climb,
and it could start right here. Look out, it was Cheyenne Frontier Days, 2018, one of the biggest stages in the sport. Outlaw was ready and confident. Everything felt right, until the gate swung open. He and the bull came out hard, too hard. Within seconds, they collided head-to-head. It wasn't just a simple bump, but one that can be described as brutal. Wow, the bull won that round. Because let's face it, Outlaw didn't just fall. He got wrecked. Every bone in his face was broken. Every single one. The damage was bad enough that doctors had to insert 68 screws, 12 plates, and eventually 4 pieces of surgical mesh. That's not a typical injury. That's full facial reconstruction. After the injury, they had to put 68 screws and 12 plates in my face, Outlaw said. And unless I feel my face, I don't know, I've got something else in it. Still, he never lost that tough edge. That part of him never broke. When it happens, that's what separates the men from the boys, he added. And that's why we're here, to be able to block that out and overcome it, and keep rolling on to the next one. His parents weren't shocked either. They've seen this before. Chase is a special case, they said. But if you know any of these bull riders, they're tough kids and they want to bounce back and get back to riding those bulls. And if you think a wreck like that would change his mind about retiring, quitting, nah, Outlaw said.